So remember the question is November 2019. November 2019. Question 5A. So all of us, are we together now? Can we start doing the question? 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 Somebody. Changamukeni tafadhali. Changamuka tafadhali. Can we start doing the question? Yes. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be an exciting class. Very exciting class, trust you me. Because AFR is an easy paper. Great. So we are told there, Dakika Limited has prepared its consolidated financial statements for the year to 30th September 2019, extracts of which are shown below. Also provided below are extracts of the consolidated financial statements for the year to 30th September 2018. Year ended 30th September 2019 and 2018, they are given there. All right. So we have profit before interest and tax. We have finance cost. We have the tax charge. We have ordinary dividends paid. We have preference dividends paid. We have profit attributable to non-controlling interests, NCI. You have also obtained the following information in respect of the company share capital. Note 1, ordinary share capital as at 1st October 2017 was 15 million, made up of shares of shillings 5 per value. Dakika Limited issued some 500,000 ordinary shares at full market value on 1st January 2018. Note 3, Dakika Limited also made a rights issue of 2 new ordinary shares for every 10 ordinary shares held at 1st April 2019. The rights price per share was 42.5. Market value per share at the same date was 48. Dakika Limited also had 1,006% shillings 10 per value non-redeemable. Preference shares is at 1st October 2018. So they want us to give them the basic earnings per share EPS for the year ended 30th September 2018. So what I would want us to do is to calculate the one-nose for the 2 years. That's how I would want to approach it. We calculate the one-nose for the 2 years. So mention there, one-nose. So then, gentlemen, we start with the first year. When is the first year ending? The first year is ending on 30th September. 30th September 2018. So can somebody talk to me? When is it going to start this year? This year started on which date? Somebody talk to me. This year started on which date? The year started on which date? They're not talking to me tonight. Yes, because now we start from the next day. Next day is October. So it should be the year started from 1st October, but 2017. 1st October 2017. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of this, remember our table. Our table is quite an easy one if you remember. So we have here the date, very important. We have here the total nose, We have our time apportionment. We have our bonus fraction, and then we have lastly, we have our one-nose. Do you still remember this table? So we start with the first date. If you get your dates wrongly, then you'll be doomed. Let's start with the first table correctly. We start with the first table correctly there. So the first date given there, balance brought down as at the beginning. So we are told as at the beginning, ordinary share capital as at 1st October 2017. So we have 1st October 2017. How many shares did these guys have? How many shares? 15 million divided by 5. 15 million divided by 5. Now that they are capturing their figures in shillings thousands, I would want also us to capture these things in shillings thousands. So in this case here, the number of shares they had there were 15,000 divided by 5, which gives us how many shares? Remember, they have given us, ladies and gentlemen, the share capital shillings. And I want the notes. So I'll take the share capital divided by the par. So they're telling me that this should be 3,000. 3,000. So this is what I bring there, basically, quarter notes, 3,000. And then, ladies and gentlemen, abracadabra, we are told there, abracadabra, we are told there, note 2, Deca Limited issued some 500,000 ordinary shares at full market value on 1st January 2018. Is 1st January 2018 well within this period? Is 1st January 2018 here, in here? Yes, yes. So in this case here, we have 1st January 2018, we issued how many shares? We issued how many shares? We issued how many shares? We issued 500 shares. I want to cut the 3 zeros throughout. And remember that these were at full market value. So there is no bonus element. So they issued 500. So once they bring this 500, ladies and gentlemen, then the total number of shares here will be how many? Total number of shares will be how many? 3,500. Thank you very much. So now from there, let's count together the time apportionment between the dates. Hakuna any other transaction, hakuna any other transaction ambayo ilifanyika in that year, because ukiendelea mbele hapo wanasema the next one is like Limited also made a rights issue, very good, of 2. Ukiangalia mbele wanasema no 3, it's 1st April 2019. So 1st April 2019 haiko hapa. So kumaanisha in the year we only had how many transactions? 2 transactions. So now let's count 2 transactions. That makes my work very easy. So from 1st October to 1st of January 2018, how many months? How many months? You can see Obadiah is a man. He has been able to count very fast. Shem is a man, has been able to count very fast. Janet is not a man, is a lady. She has gotten it. So we have here October, November, December. Don't count January. 3 months. So 3 out of what here, somebody? 3 out of what here, somebody? 3 out of 12. Preference shares, we don't bring them. These are a number of ordinary shares, Diana. Number of ordinary shares. Thanks for asking. These are number of ordinary shares. Number of ordinary shares. Are we okay with that? Are we okay with that? Are we okay with that? No, they're always arranged very well, but students are not able to do what here? To pick them. They're always arranged very well in dates. So then, given that these were only 2 transactions, I don't have to start counting these to the end. I know the thing that this plus this must be 1. So then the last one here will be what here, somebody? Will be 9 out of what here? 9 out of 12. Thank you very much. 9 out of 12. So do we have any bonus fractions really here? Nothing. No bonus fractions. So could you kindly give me the one-os? So the one-os here will be 3,000 times this. Give me the one-os. So Shema ananiambia hapa mwalimu ni 750. How about this one here, somebody? 3,500 times 9 over 12. 3,500 times 9 over 12. That gives me what figure? 26, 25. So this is quite nice. So the one-os hapa ngapi, somebody? One-os for this year. The weighted average number of ordinary shares. Zinakuja ngapi? 33.75. Very easy. Very easy. And then from there, you go straight away to CPA Kenya. You see places that you have never seen before. You see places that you have never seen before. Great. Now we go to the next year. You know, there are 2 years. There are 2 years. If you allow mwalimu here, mwalimu should be able to rub this now. Mwalimu should be able to rub this so that he can finish this thing of what here? Somebody, 1-oz, because 1-oz is the only problematic thing. So come here to 20 when? To 20. Come here. To 2019 now. So 2019, I always prefer finishing the 1-oz. Once I finish the 1-oz, then I'll go to the EAOS. And then I'll be able to calculate the EPS for the 2 years, including the restated for last year. I don't like mixing them. Although I know many people like mixing them. For my case, I'll finish the 1-oz, pakachini. Okay. So then, gentlemen, we go to the next period given there. So the next period given here, is 30th September 2018. So 30th September 2018, this is the end date. So then this period will start from where? This period will start from where? Somebody, 2019, sorry. 2019, yes. So to start, what will be the starting date? 1st October, the next day after this. 1st October when? 2018. So now arrange our table. So we have the date, right? We have in this case here the cumulative or the total no's, all right? We have the time. We have in this case here the bonus fraction, all right? And then we have the 1-oz. So the date, here you have to be very careful. Have they given us, ladies and gentlemen, the number of shares that we had at the beginning of the period? Have they given us the number of shares that we had at the beginning of the period? No. So you start by bringing down the previous period shares. So in this case, here you say beginning of the year, because you have to start from there. 2018 is balance brought down. How many shares do you bring down here? How many shares? Please check the other table. How many shares? Don't bring the 1-oz, Muringe. Don't bring the 1-oz here. 1-oz, don't bring the 1-oz. We're working with total number of shares, 3,500. So go to the next date. Go to the next date. So after that, when is the next date? When is the next date after that? The next date now mentioned here is the Kika Limited also made a rights issue of 2 new ordinary shares for every 10 ordinary shares held as at 1st April 2019. So we have here 1st April 2019. So could you kindly give me the number of shares I should pull here? There's a rights issue there. There's a rights issue there. How many shares? How many shares should I put here? First of all, here, you know, they've told us it is 2 out of what here, somebody? It is 2 out of 10. So 2 out of 10 times 3,500. So first of all, give me these shares. Zinakuja ngapi? Somebody give me these shares. Zinakuja ngapi? 700. So cumulatively, how many do we have here, somebody? 3,500 plus 700, 4,200. Unfortunately, again, there are only 2 transactions. I don't know why you don't get serious examiners. A serious examiner at this level should be able to give us like 10 transactions. So please give me the time. Give me the time. Give me the time. Give me the time. From here to the next date, how many months? The time factor per question. The 6 months, right? Please count. So we have here October, the whole of October, November, December, January, February, March. Don't count April. So there are 6. So we have here 6 out of 12. And because there are only 2, then this one here becomes how many months as well up to the end of the period? Remember here, you'll count from here now to the end of the period. But you don't have to count because you know for sure that these 2 must add up to what here? Somebody must add up to 1. Must add up to 1. So then I would want to see whether there is anybody who will be able to remember that the rights issue has a bonus fraction. Is there somebody who will be able to calculate for us the bonus fraction? Let's see. Let's see the bonus fraction. I'm giving you 3 minutes. The bonus fraction, you can see whatever 10 over 12. You can see there is a confusion. You know, there is a bonus shares. And then there is this rights issue, which makes use of the theoretical X rights price. Thank you so much. So the first thing, when I hear of a rights issue, the first thing I have to calculate is what we call the theoretical X rights price. And how do we get this? To get this is very easy. We know it is 2 to 10. We know it is 2 to 10. 2 to 10. So do I know the price? These are 2 new shares. Do we know the price of the new shares? The price of the new shares has to be smaller. So as the examiner given us the price of the new shares, yes, 42.5. How about the price of the old shares we heard? This has to be market, but it has to be higher. Remember, right? We are giving you shares at a discounted price. So this is 48. Now, somebody who goes for this bundle, who accepts the right, at the end of the day, atakuwa na shares ngapi in total out of this bundle? Atakuwa na 2 plus 10. So itakuwa ni 2 plus 10, like that. Kumbuka hapa katikati kunaweka plus. So unaenda pole pole, unasema 2 times 42.5 plus 10 times 48 equals whatever we get, unasema divided by 12. Whatever we get, unasema divided by 12. What are we getting there as our theoretical X rights price? 47.08. 47.08. 47.08. And then now, ladies and gentlemen, after that, we know that for us to get a bonus, fraction, we normally take market price over the term. Market price over the term. Price of the old shares. The higher price between the two prices, the higher price is 48. So divide by 47.08. So please don't divide this because you always expect what we call a bonus fraction. A bonus fraction. Great. So where do I apply this bonus fraction? Somebody here? Do I put it here and here? Bonus fraction. Only in the first, because we cannot apply bonus fraction here. We only apply the bonus fraction in all the other instances apart from. So in this case here, you're right. Then this will be 48 over 47 point. Here where we are the rights issue, put a dash like that. Then now you should be able to give us, the one-nos now very comfortably. How do you get the one-nos? You take this times this times this, give me a figure. So I'm so sure you guys must have done this question perhaps with your mwalimu from wherever you've been studying, and perhaps the methods were different, but we shall end up getting the same answers, and my method is good. We shall end up getting the same answers. So Phoebe tells me that this is 1782. 1784.2. How about the last one? 2100. 2100. So therefore, the one-nos hapa inafaa kuwa ngapi? The one-nos inafaa kuwa ngapi? The one-nos inafaa kuwa ngapi? 3384.2 if you wish. 3384.2. Thank you very much. Now, from ladies and gentlemen, what I would want us to do very fast is to calculate the earnings attributable to ordinary shareholders. Earnings attributable to ordinary shareholders. 3384. Even 3384 is still good enough. No worries. 3384 is still good enough. It's still good enough. Aha. Lucy Allen, I can see you're asking there, really? I don't understand your question. Please ask again. So here now we are comfortable. Now let's go straight away to what here, somebody, to calculations of the earnings attributable to ordinary shareholders. So mention their earnings attributable to ordinary shareholders now. Earnings attributable to ordinary shareholders. Earnings attributable to ordinary shareholders. The addition is wrong. Is it supposed to be 30? What figure do you have? Please give me the correct figure. Is it 3884? Give me the correct figure. 3884. 3884.2. Fine. 3884.2. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So now you write there big letters. Earnings attributable to ordinary shareholders who shall be consuming the EPS. Remember, it is ordinary shareholders, right, who consume the EPS. So this is a EAOS. Very important. Very important. Very important. Very important. Okay, so are you able to see that table, somebody? Are you able to see that table, somebody? Great. Mine has disappeared. Great. So we are told there 2019, 2018, right? 2019, 2018, the income statement basically. 2018. Okay. So we can see there, we have the PBIT, profit before interest and who? Tax. So here I have 88, 30, I have 70, 12. So basically, I'm looking for interest and the tax. I would want to deduct interest and tax here to get profit after tax. So less interest. Less interest. Are you able to see the interest there? Are you able to see the, and has to move slowly a little bit. Are you able to see the interest there? Interest is the same as finance cost. So we have 1045. 1045. We have 987. Then we have taxation. Taxation there. Tax, what do we have, ladies and gentlemen? Tax. What we have there for tax? What we have there for tax is 1718. 1718. And then we have 1264. So could you kindly give me the part? Please give me the profit after tax. Yeah. Give me the profit after tax for 2019. Or do we have somebody there? $60.67, thank you very much. $60.67, 2018. $47.61. So having gotten part en route to getting the EROs, what am I supposed to subtract here, somebody? What else am I supposed to subtract here? Because I would want to be left with the earnings attributable to ordinary shareholders. What else should I subtract? Preference dividends, less preference dividends, less preference dividends over how much? Less preference dividends over how much? Over how much? 60, 60. All right. Is there any other thing that you guys would wish us to subtract? NCI. Yeah, we have a profit belonging to NCI. We must remove it. So we have in this case here, NCI's profit. NCI's profit. So NCI's profit, NCI's profit, NCI's profit. What do we have there? 180 and 160. 180 and 160 like that. All right. Why are we not subtracting ordinary dividends paid? Why are we not subtracting the ordinary dividends paid? Before I answer Oscar. You know, dividends will be coming from where? Yeah, dividends will be paid. Yes, thank you very much. It's attributable to ordinary shareholders. Thank you very much. Attributable to ordinary shareholders. Now, why are we subtracting NCI profit? It's because NCI, the profit attributable to NCI, ladies and gentlemen, fine, these guys are also ordinary shareholders. They have ordinary shares, but they are not members of the group. 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 They should not be included. They should never be included in the EPS. How do you report EPS when you have some members who are not your members? Those are outsiders. We must remove their profits. They go and calculate their own EPS outside there. So then could you kindly give me the earnings attributable to ordinary shareholders? Earnings attributable to ordinary shareholders. What do we have there? John Barasa tells me 58.27. This is 58.27. How about this one here, somebody? $45.41. 45.41. 45.41. 45.41. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listen and listen to me very well. Remember, somewhere you guys had the one-offs. Do you remember the one-offs, especially the one-offs of 2018? Are you able to remember the one-offs of 2018? Are you able to remember the one-offs of 2018? Please give me the figure. One-offs of 2018. 3370, 33, 3375. How about the one-offs of 2019? 3884. 3884.2, they're saying. Great. Ladies and gentlemen, I would want you guys to give me now the earnings per share. Earnings per share. So how do we get earnings per share? To get earnings per share, basically we are taking the earnings attributable to ordinary shareholders divided by the one-offs. So please divide. So for 2019, what do we have? We have this divided by this. Yeah, Mulinge is giving me a figure of 1.73. 1.73. 1.7. Mulinge for 2019. Wanasema 2019 is 1.5. How about 2018? $1.33. Now, let me ask you a question. Did we have any bonus fractions in 2019? Do we have, oh, it's supposed to be 1.35, not 1.33, eh? It's 1.35, we're gonna say 1.35. So do we have any bonus fraction in the year 2019? Yes. Are you able to remember that bonus fraction? If I have a bonus fraction in 2019, I must restate the EPSs of the previous year. So in this case, you must come and give us the restated or comparative EPS. So please give me the bonus fraction. Give me the bonus fraction. Give me the bonus fraction for the year 2019. You guys are telling me it's supposed to be 48. You guys are telling me it's supposed to be 48 over 47.08. Is that okay? But when I'm restating, remember, when I am restating the previous, when I take this to other years, I must always take this as a reciprocal. Reciprocal. Ladies and gentlemen, when I take, this bonus fraction for 2019, if I take this bonus fraction to any other year, it has to be reciprocated. Therefore, the restated year stroke comparative, it will be 1.33 here times 47.08 over 48, which will end up giving me what figure, somebody? Gladys remembers that, reciprocal. You reciprocate. When you take bonus fraction over, this bonus fraction for year 2019, when I take it to the other years, it has to be reciprocated. It has to be reciprocated. So what figure are we getting here, somebody? What figures are we getting here, somebody? Somebody is giving me a figure of 1.3 like that. A figure of 1.32. Now, before I explain this note that a student is asking there is something I would want to repeat here. There's something I would want to do here for you to be able to have this being part and parcel of you. There is something small I would want to do. And I would want a good student to post the one-offs working on WhatsApp. Can somebody post the one-offs working on WhatsApp? Please post it. Please post the one-offs working on WhatsApp. Is there somebody who has done that? Is there somebody who has done that? Is there somebody who has done that? Anybody who has done that? Please take a snapshot. Which group? Of course, this has to be a helicopter group. This must be helicopter people. Yeah. Let's take a snapshot. Throw it in there. Throw it in there. Have you done that, Shem? Have you done that? 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 Nobody has yet done that. Nobody has yet done that. Or you guys are learning this thing as you sleep. That will be very unfortunate. That will be very unfortunate. Yes, thanks, Shem. So Shem, I can see your one-os. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There's something I would want to explain here. The personal, we shall overcome. We shall overcome. Ladies and gentlemen, from what I'm able to see my brother here, Shem, having done, Shem akona ile kitu ya date, akona date, akona total shares, total, please be writing number of ordinary shares, akona time, akona bonus fraction, na sasa akona one-os hapa. Haya, sasa hapa alipata 3,000, akona 3,000 pale, hapa akona 3,500. Haya, na hapa kwa time akona 3/12, hapa akona 9/12. Akaenda kwa year 2, akaandika vizuri sana hapa year 2. So year 2 akawa na date whatever, akawa na 3,500 hapa, all right, na hapa akawa na 4,200, all right. So hapa akawa na 6/12, hapa akawa na 6/12. Thank you very much. So hapa akaja akapata bonus fraction ya 48/47.08. Hapa akawa haizi akaka chochote. In practice, ladies and gentlemen, listen and listen to me very well. In practice, we don't talk of restatements. No. In practice, normally what we do, even if you give me 5 years back, I will have to have this figure moving back like that. Because that is a rule that I must assume any bonus shares that I have been having them from the time the farm began. So if I'm using this approach, then here, don't write anything. I'll come and take this figure here, 48/47.08. 48/47.08. Could you kindly give me these one-os? I know you're not following, but just try giving me these one-os. Take this, don't write anything. Take this times this times this. Please give me a figure here to write. Please give me a figure to write there. 3,000 times this times this. Please give me a figure to write there. Please give me a figure to write there. So niambia hapa ni 764.56. How about the second one? I'm not even interested now in year. I'm not interested in year 2. 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 So here I have the second one being what here, somebody? They're not talking to me. They're not talking to me. So this times this gives me what figure? Please, I want to go to something different. 26, 76 point what here, somebody? 0.3. So could you kindly give me the total? Please give me the total one-os. Give me the total one-offs. Please add for me. Total one-offs. Please give me the total one-offs. 3440.86. Thank you very much. 86. Now, is there somebody who is able to remember the EAOS of the first year, 2018? 2018, is there somebody who can give us the earnings attributable to ordinary shareholders? Earnings attributable to ordinary shareholders, 4541. 4541 for 2018. Thank you very much. And therefore, the EPS will be equal to, you will come and take the earnings attributable, which are 4541, all over 3440.86, which will end up giving us what figure, somebody? Which will end up giving us what figure, somebody? Please don't write this. This is nonsense. This is nonsense. Don't write it. So I'm getting 1 point what here, somebody? 32. Is this figure familiar? Is this figure familiar with us? Is this figure familiar with us? Yes. So if you're following this approach, you don't do restatements. The restated, the one that we got using that other model. For us, ladies and gentlemen, I would want us to agree on one thing. There is something I would want us to agree. Of course, we shall not be doing it using this approach. This approach is normally easier when you're using Excel. You simply say this, detour, takes up the entire thing. But when you're calculating, you have to use what is applicable out there. And what is applicable out here for comparatives? Listen and listen to me very well. What's applicable out here for comparative? So we have here 2019, 2018. So now we have our EPSs. Please remind Mwalim, what was the EPS for 2019? What was the EPS for 2019? Don't get tired. So it's 1.5. How about the EPS for 2018? How about the EPS? 1.35. And then we ask ourselves, do we have any bonus fractions? Do we have any bonus fractions? Yes, we have a bonus fraction. We have a BF of 48 over what here, somebody? 48 over 47.08. Thank you very much. So meaning that now we have to calculate what we call the restated or comparative EPS for the subsequent years. So then for the subsequent year, the comparative one will be the one that we have obtained here times the reciprocal of this bonus fraction. You reciprocate. So you reciprocate, you'll get here times 47.08 over what here, somebody? 48. So in this case here, this will end up giving us what figure? It will end up giving us 1 point what here, somebody? 1.32, like that. So you may not have learned so much today, but at least you've known that there is what we call reciprocal. If you're to get out of this particular class there, as you meet your spouse outside there, when they ask you what you've been learning, especially if they are primary school teachers, you tell them straight away, Milan, kuhusu nini reciprocal, yes, reciprocal, yes. Now, can then somebody tell me, why haven't we used this note number 4? Why haven't we used this note number 4? Yeah, during our times, we really used to believe that best spouses were primary school teachers. Nowadays, I know you guys don't care, isn't it? Nowadays, I know you guys don't care, right? Right? So why haven't we used note number 4? Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me. This note number 4. Deca Limited also had 1 million, 6%, shillings 10 per value, non-redeemable preference shares as at 1st October 2018. Somebody talk to me. I want to listen to you. Why do you think in this case here haven't we used? Why haven't we used? Hizo ni preference shares. Itupika kwa diluting EPS. I'm reading your answers. I'm reading your answers. Very good. Lucy amesema pale vizuri. Ukisikia tu umekwambia non-redeemable. Non-redeemable does not affect what here? Earnings. Just cram it that way. Ukisikia non-redeemable, unajua that one straight away is like equity. Non-redeemable, you not refund this money. You not refund the money. Non-redeemable. You not refund the money. You not refund the money. It's like they have given you just cash there to be using like that. Ladies and gentlemen, I would want us to do, we don't have time. I would want us to do this dilutive. We don't have time really. Let me see what we can do. We don't have time. Now I'm only left with one question for you to be good with this EPS. And I don't want you to be so good at it. I just want you to be able to get, say if it's 8 marks, you should be able to get 5 out of 8. 5 out of 8. Amigo manandaka 8 over 8. Is there any student who is looking for 8 over 8? Is there a student who is looking for 8 over 8? Interesting. Interesting. Then I have to give you a secret. Ya kupata 8 out of 8. I'll have to give you a secret. Ya kupata 8 out of 8. It's interesting. So I would want us, ladies and gentlemen, to look at May 2021. May 2021. May 2021. Question number 4. Question number 4. Boy. May 2021. Question number 4. Boy. Naivasha Limited. Naivasha Limited.